I guess my Stanford story starts from day one. I was born in Stanford Hospital. My mom went to Stanford, my father went to Cal, and maybe it was because Stanford was closer to home, but we grew up going to Stanford football and basketball games. My two brothers and myself grew up, the biggest Stanford athletics fanatics there were, so I knew right away that was going to be home. Huge credit to Joe. He made Stanford feel like home right away. He was 2 years my older brother, and he took me under his wing, showed me the ropes, made me feel comfortable. I tried to do the same and take Neil under my wing, show him the ropes, what to do, what not to do, and try and put him in a position to make the most of his Stanford experience. I'm an economics major, political science minor. I've been fortunate enough to have the opportunity to do research under my economics advisor, Dr. Boskin, at the Hoover Institution. I interned in the office of Condoleezza Rice, and I spent this last summer working at the Stanford Institute of Economic Policy Research. So I have a wide range of experiences off the court. Came to Stanford with no collegiate basketball prospects. I reached out to Coach Hass right away though, given that playing at Stanford was my dream. And we had a great conversation. I told him sort of my story, what my dream was, and he said, look, I can't promise you anything, but I'll give you an opportunity. Come along as a manager. And I did just that. So I spent my first year as a team manager. So then in my second year, I started out as a manager again. Coach called me up and said, look, I need bodies, I'll put you into practice. And I guess I held my own well enough that they said, suit up every practice from here on out. And when I got into Stanford, I told myself I'd do everything I could, make the most of any opportunity I was given. What makes Stanford so special is not only that everyone is extremely accomplished and extremely hardworking, but everyone is willing to make one another better and wants to see one another succeed. And I think that environment, coupled with my determination and work ethic, was perfect for me. I think you see that in the classroom with the professors, with all the staff on campus, with all the students, even just within our basketball program. Coach Hass has done such an incredible job of emphasizing all the opportunities we have here. He wants to see us succeed as athletes, but more importantly as people, and that means growing off the court. And so just with his staff and what he emphasizes as a person, like everyone else at Stanford, they've given me the ability to make the most of this experience.
One change with one E on the team right now. I'm going to change a title. I think Daniel's title has been something between manager, guy, player, practice guy, everything else like that, and I'm changing it 100% this year for the rest of the year, just as simply your teammate. So he's just on the team.
Kansas City was special, so I remember it started actually the night before that team meeting. We were at baggage claim, I was talking to some of the guys, and Coach kind of came over, made a little comment. He said, oh, it's going to be a good night tonight. And I was thinking, like, it's 8 o'clock or something, what are we going to do, like have dinner and watch a movie or something as a team? Like, that seemed weird. So then we went and had our team meal before we all went to bed, and I was across the buffet from Coach Hass, and he just like whispered, Daniel, I want to see you in the hallway after this. And I was, why is he talking to me? I was thinking, was that meant for me? So we ended up meeting in the hallway, and he just said, I told you I'd give you an opportunity. You've earned everything I've given you, and we're going to change your role from practice player, manager, whatever it's been, to a full player on the team. I was in shock. It was so surreal. Definitely started crying, gave Coach a huge hug. And he told me he was going to tell the team the next morning in that team meeting. So I went back to my room. I couldn't tell Neil because I wanted him to find out with the rest of the team, and my mom was coming into town the next day, so I couldn't tell anyone. I remember I was up the whole night just like crying on the floor in that hotel room, sort of realizing what was happening. I don't think I slept for a week. That night, my mom came into town for the tournament. I got to tell her about what had happened. I'm suiting up for the game tomorrow. I'm on the team for the rest of the year. One of the guys, I swear, yeah. No way.
You're kidding!
No.
Daniel, it's a dream come true.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you.
And she obviously had been by my side through all the injuries, setbacks, struggles in high school and such. It was all you, Mom. I'm doing this without you. Right?
You could do it without me.
Not
You
at all.
could do it without me. You could do it without me. This is all you.
To share that moment with her, to tell her I was going to be able to put on that 21 jersey at Stanford, one of the best feelings in the world. '21's everything to me, though. When I was in the 5th grade, as I said, born and raised a huge Stanford fan. On January 6, 2010, a normal night, went up with my brothers and my father, watched Stanford beat USC. I think it was a 1 or 2 point game, really close, fun game. That ended up being the last night I spent with my father. He passed away on January 7th, 2010. Shortly thereafter, I got to know some of his college friends and teammates and learned about who he was at Cal. He walked onto their basketball team, wore number 21, and was sort of a legend around campus for shooting the Rick Barry underhand free throws there. I guess as a little kid, my dad was my everything. I mean, he was my superhero, larger than life, my role model, my basketball coach, my best friend. When I lost him, that left a hole that could never really be replaced, but knowing how much we both love basketball and him being my coach, I made it my dream shortly thereafter to play at that same collegiate level he played at, sort of as a way to honor him. And my dream was always, if I was ever going to be in that position, I wanted to wear 21 like he did, so I wore it all throughout high school, and putting on that Stanford 21 every day is a pretty cool feeling now. When my father passed, I learned that he was inspired by the saying, "Don't quit," in that poem. And when he passed away, I told myself I was going to play college basketball in his honor, and those two words got in my way. It's been quite a journey. I think it's super unconventional to end up, I guess, playing high-level Pac-12 basketball at Stanford and to come entirely unrecruited out of high school. It's been a lot of ups and downs. I've pretty much had every injury in the book, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've learned so much about myself, about the power of perseverance, making sacrifices, and doing everything it takes to chase something you believe in, follow your dream. So it's certainly a unique journey in that sense, but I couldn't be more grateful that it worked out this way. I don't think anything's going to top this, if I'm being honest. I have the greatest coaching staff in the country. What they do for us day in and day out's unbelievable. They put us first and foremost, love us so much. My teammates are all my best friends. They're my family. I guess it might sound cliche, you might hear that a lot, but they're some of the most motivated, unique, incredible people, both on and off the court. I get to spend every day with them. I get to spend every day with my younger brother, playing at the school I've always dreamed of. I get to chase my dreams in the classroom at the world's top institution. It feels right now like I'm just living a dream, honestly. So I don't think anything after this will be able to top it, but I'm just so grateful for each and every day I get to spend on Stanford's campus, in the locker room with my teammates and with my brother. It's a dream come true. January 7th, 2021, I guess. 11 years since he passed away. I got to check into a college basketball game wearing his number 21 at the school and place I always dreamed of. Like I said, we spent our last night together at a Stanford basketball game, so I think he'd be pretty darn proud, knowing all it took on this journey to get here, knowing that, like he taught me, I never quit. I sure hope he's smiling down. I know he is.